Hello everyone, I am Professor Shamal Patil. Today we will be solving problems on comparative statement of assets and liabilities. Comparative financial statements has two types. First one is comparative income statement and second one is comparative balance sheet. In the examination, 5 marks problem will come from comparative income statement and 15 marks problem will come from comparative balance sheet. Okay, so today we will be solving 15 marks problem on comparative balance sheet, that is comparative statement of assets and liabilities. So this is the balance sheet of 2018 and 19 is given. With the help of this balance sheet, we will be preparing our comparative statement of assets and liabilities. Okay. So first we have to write what heading? What heading? Comparative statements of assets and liabilities. Okay. And as I said, whatever format is given in the problem, we will be using the same format. So first we will be taking what? Equity and liabilities. Okay. So first we will be taking equity and liabilities. So right here, first equity and liabilities. Okay. And under this, first point is shareholders fund. Okay. First one is shareholders fund. Now in shareholders fund, first one will be share capital. Okay. And information relating to the share capital, that is what is the total share capital, is given in note 1. Here you can see that share capital for 2018 is 6 lakh and for 2019 it is 8 lakh. Okay. So share capital for 2018 is 6 lakh. So right here in amount column, in front of share capital, rupees 6 lakh. Okay. And what about the amount of 2019? It is 8 lakh. It is 8 lakh. Okay. So take in 2019, 8 lakh. Now make the comparison. Share capital of 2019 is increase. How much increase? So first write here plus sign. How much increase? Rupees 2 lakh. How this 2 lakh has come? Six lakhs minus 8 lakhs. Okay, 6 lakhs minus 8 lakhs. So first write here plus sign. Amount is 2 lakh. Okay, amount is 2 lakh. Okay, next one is we have to find out what? Percentage. What is the formula of percentage? Increase or decrease in amount divided by base year amount. Okay, now here increase in amount how much? 2 lakh. And what is the base year amount? 6 lakh. So 2 lakh divided by 6 lakh, how much is the percentage? 33.33 percentage. How much? 33.33 percentage. Okay, so this is about share capital. Amount of share capital for 2018 is 6 lakh, for 2019 is 8 lakh. Increase in the amount of share capital is 2 lakh, so that we have to find out in the form of percentage. So increase, the formula is increase or decrease in amount of share capital divided by base year amount. Now here share capital is how much? 2 lakh. Base year is how much? 6 lakh into 100, which is equal to 33.33%. Okay. Now next one is reserves and surplus. Now what is the amount of reserves and surplus in 2018? It is 1,40,000. So write the amount in 2018 column 1,40,000. And what about 2019? It is 2,36,000. 2,36,000. Okay. Now make the comparison. How much is the amount of increase or decrease in the amount of reserves and surplus? From 1,40,000 it has become 2,36,000, which means the amount of reserves and surplus is increased by how much? By 96,000. 96,000. Okay. It is increased by 96,000. Now we have to find out what percentage. How we can find out percentage? Increase or decrease in the amount of reserves and surplus divided by base year amount of reserves and surplus. How much is the amount of reserves and surplus here? Increase in amount of reserves and surplus? 96,000 divided by 1,40,000 into 100, which is equal to how much percentage? 96,000 divided by 1,40,000 into 100 is equal to, first we have to write what? Plus sign. 68.57 percentage. 68.57 percentage. Okay. Now next is total shareholders fund. We have to find out what? Total shareholders fund. Okay. So write here heading total shareholders fund. Total shareholders fund. How much is the total shareholders fund for 2018? 6 lakhs plus 1,40,000. So total is 7,40,000. Here the total is given. So write directly as it is the amount, 7,40,000. And what about 2019? 8 lakh plus 2,36,000. Total is 10,36,000. So write here 10,36,000. Okay. So this is the total shareholders fund. Now next one is we have to find out the amount of increase or decrease in the total shareholders fund. Okay. From 7,40,000 it has increased to 10,36,000, which is nothing but amount of total shareholders funds is increased by 2,96,000. 2,96,000. Okay. Now this we have to find out in the form of percentage. How we can find out 2,96,000 divided by 7,40,000 into 100 is equal to 40%. Is equal to 40%. Okay. Now total shareholders fund is over. Now next one is point number 2, non-current liabilities. Okay. Next one is non-current liabilities. So write here first in particulars column non-current funds. Sorry, liabilities. Non-current liabilities. Okay. In that we have long-term borrowings. What is the amount of long-term borrowings for 2018? It is 3 lakh. It is 3 lakh. Okay. And what about 2019? It is 2 lakh. So write in 2019 column rupees 2 lakh. Now make the comparison. It is increase or decrease. Amount of long-term liabilities is been decrease. Decrease by how much? Now here if it is decrease, we have to denote it by minus sign. So how much it decrease? 1 lakh. Decrease in the long-term liabilities is nothing but repayment of long-term liabilities. Okay. So we have to find out the percentage. How much the firm has repaid the liabilities in the year 2019. So 1 lakh divided by 3 lakh into 100 is equal to 33.33 percentage. So plus first here write plus sign 33.33 percentage. Okay. After long-term borrowings, next one is third one, current liabilities. Third one is current liabilities. Okay. So write here current liabilities. In current liabilities, we have trade payables and short-term provisions. Here in the notes, you will get the details of all the information what we have presented in the balance sheet. Okay, so here note 1 is we have taken here share capital. Next note 2 is all about reserves and surplus. Next note 3 is long term borrowings. Note 4 is trade payables. In trade payables, what all things we have? Sundry creditors and bills payable. Okay, what is the amount of sundry creditors here? 1,10,000 for the year 2018, and in 2019 it is 1,66,000, and bills payable is 40,000 and 32,000. So total trade payable in 2018 it is 1,50,000. How much? 1,50,000. So right here in amount column 1,50,000. Okay, and what about for 2019? It is 1,98,000. So details of 1,98,000 is given in the note number 4. 1,66,000 plus 32,000 is 1,98,000. Okay, 1,98,000. Now write here whether the amount is increase or decrease. Okay. So write plus sign because amount is increase. Increased by how much? 1,50,000 minus minus 1,98,000. Increase in the amount of trade payable is 48,000. So plus 48,000. So plus 48,000. Okay. Now find out the percentage. 48,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100 is equal to how much is the percentage? 48,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100 is equal to 32 percentage. As the amount is increased, so we will be writing here plus sign 32 percentage. Okay. Now next one is short-term provisions. Okay. Next one is short-term provisions. What is the amount of short-term provisions? Check in note number 5 here. Short-term provisions includes provision for taxation 80,000 and 1 lakh. Next, proposed dividend 84,000 in 2018 and 1 lakh in 2019. Okay, and the total short-term provisions for the year 2018 is 80 plus 84,000, which is equal to 1,64,000. Okay, so take the amount of short-term provisions 1,64,000. 1,64,000. So right here 1,64,000, and for 2019 it is 2 lakh. Okay, so write in 2019 column 2 lakh. Make the comparison. Amount of short-term provisions is increased by how much? 1,64,000 minus 2 lakh, which is equal to how much? Plus 36,000. 36,000. Okay, so right here. Now find out percentage. 36,000 divided by 1,64,000 into 100 is equal to 20. First here plus sign, 21.95%. 21.95%. Okay, now next is total current liabilities. Okay, total current liabilities. Total current liabilities. Okay, here we have not made the separate calculation once again for point number 2 because only one item is given. Okay, so make the total of current liabilities 1,50,000 plus 1,64,000, which is equal to how much? 3,14,000. So right here 3,14,000. Over, and what about for 2019? It is 3,98,000. How much? 3,98,000. 2 lakh plus 1,98,000, so it is 3,98,000. Now find out the difference, whether the amount is increase or decrease. Obviously it is increase, so plus sign. 3,14,000 minus 3,98,000 is equal to 84,000. 84,000. Okay, now percentage. 84,000 divided by 3,14,000 into 100 is equal to 26.75%. 26.75%. Okay, so this is total current liabilities. Here we have to write in bracket A, B and C. Okay, by which it will be easy for us to find out the total liabilities. In bracket A, total shareholders fund in bracket A. Next, total long-term borrowings, that is current liabilities. Here only we will be writing B, and here Okay. Now here you can check, we have taken all the information of liabilities side, that is equity and liabilities we have taken. So the last one is total equity and liabilities. Okay, total equity and liabilities. So right here, total in bracket, right, A plus B plus C. Okay, total equity and liabilities is nothing but A plus B plus C. A is 7,40,000, B is 3 lakh and C is 3,14,000. So total is 13,54,000. Total is 13,54,000. Okay. Next one is 2019. Okay. A in 2019 how much? 10,36,000. B 2 lakh and C 3,98,000. So total is 16,34,000. So right here 16,34,000. 16,34,000. Okay. Now find out the change, that is whether the amount of total equity and liabilities is increased or decreased. It is increased by 2,80,000. 2,80,000. Okay. Now find out the percentage. 2,80,000 divided by 13,54,000 into 100 is equal to 20.67 percentage. But before that, here plus sign, 20.67 percentage. 20.67 percentage. Okay, so this is the liability side of balance sheet. Now next one is assets. Okay, so right here Roman 2 assets. Now we will be recording all the information relating to the asset side. Okay, information relating to the asset side. Okay, in asset side, first one is non-current assets. In non-current assets, we have fixed assets. In fixed assets, we have tangible and intangible. Okay. In share capital, we have headings like, that is equity and liabilities, we have headings like this: shareholders funds, then long term liabilities, that is non-current liabilities, current liabilities. And in assets we have current assets. In non-current assets, in non-current assets we have fixed assets. In fixed asset there are two subtypes. First one is tangible assets and second one is intangible asset. And here the details of information is given. What is the total fixed asset? Okay, note number 6. Intangible assets, we have machinery and building. Okay. What is the amount of machinery? 1,60,000 and building is 4 lakh. So the total tangible asset for the year 2018 is how much? 5,60,000. How this 5,60,000 has come? 1,60,000 plus 4 lakh. So here write in front of tangible assets 5,60,000. Okay. And what about 2019? It is 7,40,000. How this 7,40,000 has come? Here is the details. 4 lakh plus 3,40,000. 4 lakh plus 3,40,000. Okay, now make the comparison and find out the change whether it is increase or decrease. It is increase. So write here plus sign. How much increase? 5,60,000 minus 7,40,000. It is 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Find out the percentage. 1,80,000 divided by 5,60,000 into 100 is equal to 32.14 percentage. 32.14 percentage. Okay. Next one is intangible asset. How much is intangible asset? 2,30,000. In the same note, details are given. Here you can check out the details. For tangible, only one asset is, intangible, only one asset is there, that is goodwill, 2,30,000. And it is for 2018, and for 2019, it is 1,80,000. Okay. 1,80,000. So write the amount in 2019 column. How much? 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Okay. $1,80,000. Now make the comparison whether it is increase or decrease. It is decrease. Decrease by how much? As it is decrease, first we have to write what? Minus sign. Minus sign. Okay. How much it is decreased? 2,30,000 minus 1,80,000. 50,000. Decreased by 50,000. So find out the percentage. 50,000 divided by 2,30,000 into 100. So right here minus 21.73 percentage. 21.73 percentage. Okay. Now next one is total current assets. As how we have made the total of above liabilities, the same way we have to make the total of non-current asset. So right here heading total non-current asset. Okay, total non-current asset. In bracket A. Okay, in bracket A. Now make the total 5,60,000 plus 2,30,000, which is equal to, here it is given, 7,90,000. So right here 7,90,000. And for 2019 it is 9,20,000. It is 9,20,000. Okay. Now make the comparison. 7,90,000 minus 9,20,000. Amount is increased. How much? 1,30,000. 1,30,000. Okay, so write a plus sign. One lakh 30,000 divided by 7,90,000 into 100 is 16.45%. 16.45%. Okay. Over. Now next one is after non-current assets. Last one is current assets. Last one is current asset. Okay, so right here current assets. In current assets we have inventories. How much inventories? 1,54,000 for 2018. So write in front of inventories 1,54,000, and for 2019 it is 2,18,000, which means amount of inventories is been increased in the year 2019. How much increased? 1,54,000 minus 2,18,000. So write here plus sign 64,000. 64,000. Okay. Now find out percentage. How you will find out? 64,000 divided by 1,54,000 into 100 is equal to, first plus sign, 41.55%. Okay. Now next one, trade receivables. So here is the detail. In trade receivables we have sundry debtors and bills payable. So total trade receivables is 3,60,000 for 2018. So right here 3,60,000. 3,60,000, and for 2019 it is 4,60,000. Okay, for 2019 it is 4,60,000. Now tell me amount is increase or decrease? It is increase. How much? 3,60,000 minus 4,60,000 increased by 1 lakh. So write here plus sign. Okay. Now find out the percentage. 1 lakh divided by 3,60,000 into 100 is equal to 27.78%. 27.78%. And the last one is cash and cash equivalent. Amount of cash and cash equivalent for 2018 it is 50,000. Okay, and for 2019 it is 36,000. 36,000. It is decreased. Cash and cash equivalent is decreased in the year 2019. How much decreased? 14,000. That is 50,000 minus 36,000. Okay, find out the percentage. 14,000 divided by 50,000 into 100 is equal to, here minus sign, 38.89%. 38.89%. Okay. Now make the total. Okay. Make the total current asset. So first write here total current assets. Okay, so right here total current assets in bracket B, in bracket B. Now make the total 1,54,000 plus 3,60,000 plus 50,000. Total current asset for the year 2018 is 5,64,000. So right here 5,64,000, and for 2019 it is 7,14,000. How 7,14,000? 2,18,000 plus 4,60,000 plus 36,000. Okay. So total is 7,14,000. Now we have to find out change, that is whether the amount is increased or decreased. It is increased. How much? 5,64,000 minus 7,14,000. Increase in the total current assets by 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Now find out the percentage. 1,50,000 divided by 5,64,000 into 100 is equal to how much? 26.59%. Okay. So these are the total of current assets. Okay. Now last one is, we have taken all the information given in the problem, so make the total of asset side. So right here total assets in bracket A plus B. Okay, A plus B. A how much? 7,90,000. B how much? 5,64,000. So total is 13,54,000. 13,54,000. 13,54,000. Okay, and for 2018 how much here? Same. Here you can check 9,20,000 plus 7,40,000, which is equal to 16,34,000. 16,34,000. Okay. Now find out the percentage. Increase in amount how much? Same. 2,80,000. So right here, and the percentage 2,80,000 divided by 13,54,000 is equal to plus 20.67%. Okay. So this is the comparative balance sheet. Okay. So this is the comparative balance sheet. Okay. Here you can read the problem, last sentence of the problem. With the help of this balance sheet, we have to prepare what? This comparative balance sheet, which we have already prepared. Now next one is, after preparing the comparative statement of assets and liabilities of a concern, we have to comment on what is the financial position of the concern. Okay. So based on the comparative income statement, we have to comment on the financial position of the firm. Okay. So right here, interpretation. Okay. So these are the interpretation on comparative income statement. Sorry, comparative balance sheet. Now first interpretation is about share capital and fixed asset. Okay, here you can check. share capital is increased. Okay, so what interpretation we have done? Equity, share capital and fixed asset both increased, which means that fixed assets have been financed by issuing additional equity shares. Okay, so here you can check equity share capital, how much it was. 6 lakh in the year 2019, it has increased by 2 lakh. So whatever additional capital they have issued, that capital they have been used for financing fixed asset. Okay, so fixed asset is being increased. So whatever increase in the amount of equity share is there, that has been utilized for the purchase of fixed assets. Okay, next one, and it is considered the sound financial policy of the business concern. Now after share capital, the second interpretation should be regarding our non-current liabilities. Here you can check non-current liabilities has been repayable in the year 2019. So here you can write interpretation number 2, non-current liabilities of the firm is repayable in the year 2019. Okay, in the year 2019. Next interpretation is reserves and surplus. Okay, do one thing, you should write this interpretation after the reserves and surplus. Okay. Okay. Before non-current liabilities, second one is reserves and surplus. Okay. Here you can check the amount of reserves and surplus. Amount of reserves and surplus is being increased. So here we can write increase in reserves to the tune of rupees 96,000, which is 68.57%, which indicates better profitability of the firm, which means that firm has earned a sound profit in the year 2019. Okay, and third interpretation already we have discussed, that is non-current liabilities is repayable in the year 2019. Okay, and the fourth one is current assets and current liabilities. Here you can check that there will be no much changes in current liabilities as well as current asset. Proportionately they are increased, which means that the liquidity position is remains same. So here we can write the interpretation, current assets and current liabilities have increased proportionately, hence there is no much change in the liquidity position of the firm. Okay, I hope you have cleared. And the last interpretation is the overall financial position of the firm is satisfactory. Okay, so these are the comment on financial position of the business firm based on the comparative income statement. Okay, I hope you are cleared with the preparation of comparative statement of assets and liabilities, that is comparative balance sheet. Okay, thank you.